Hey, my name is Lucas.
And my name is Jacob.
The Bro Show Podcast. Welcome back to The Bro Show. My name is Lucas Allen Crookshank.
My name is Jakey Poo.
Welcome to the podcast of the year. For some reason, when I said my middle name, I thought I wasn't allowed to. I was like, someone will be able to steal my information if I say my full name. Like, I for some reason thought like I wasn't. I thought it was like showing your license plate number, which, by the way, does that do anything?
Okay, so with the license plate number, first of all, I go into the middle name thing. When you did say your middle name, I was like, wait, I don't think that's allowed. Like, what do you mean allowed?
Both think that?
But then I just remembered someone commented on my video the other day. My theory is that the person that commented this just did it to like spook me, but they like commented Jacob David, and then they just said like this was something on like it was a nice comment,
yeah,
but it just sounded creepy them knowing my middle name. I probably said it sometime, I'm assuming for sure. But then with the license plate thing, I remember a few years ago, I showed my license plate in a video, and then okay, so if you Google someone's license plate, you actually can figure out where their address is.
Really?
Yes. Yeah, because I remember actually being scared. So I think I either cut that part of the video out or something. But yeah, I'm pretty sure license plate actually, you can find out shit.
For all the listeners, this is a little bit of influencer insider behind the scenes. We're always worried about, showing stuff like that.
Or like even just, yeah. Well, even if you're not an influencer, like if you have I'm not trying to spread fear. I'm just saying
just like never show anything because like someone will find you.
Me saying that when like literally like I feel like so much is online of me.
But the whole license plate thing, so that's kind of creepy because what if you're just on the freeway, you see some hot chick and you're like, where does she live?
Okay.
And then you would be able to find her address. That just seems like
if
that is the system, they need to change it.
This is why it kind of like I do always have a little tiny fear when I say a fact. I'm not scared of saying a fact, but like just because I feel like there's probably like a 10%. There's probably like let's just be honest, like a 50-50 chance that like it's wrong. Yeah. But wait, should I just Google it? I'm just gonna put in the time. And
let's do it.
Walk and see what can people find out from knowing your license plate.
I did see a viral tweet about podcasts, and I want to know. Actually, probably already know which side our podcast fits in, but it was a viral tweet saying there's two types of podcasts: podcasts that have someone fact checking too much, and podcasts that just say random facts with no fact checking. We obviously fall into that category, but we don't have a intern to fact check for us as we talk.
Okay, this is. Oh yeah, with our podcast, it's like more of a thing where like I'm gonna say something that I heard once and just say it's a fact.
We're sort of like the Joe Rogan vibe, where like we might just say the most false information, and then we spread like false news.
Yeah, like it starts with like lighthearted stuff with license plate, but then pretty soon we're gonna start saying like, did you hear that ADD is fake?
Oh yeah,
shit like that.
Spreading false medical information. That's the goal of the Bro Show.
By the way, when I said there's a 50% chance that's correct, what I mean is like, I know some things, but it's like obviously I'm not an expert on that,
Oh yeah.
But like I want to let people know that like I have a high self-esteem, so don't be worried about me. If you're worried about me, I'm good. Okay. This is what I just typed in this. What can be found through license plates?
Okay, and the T is being spelled.
And I spelled license plate with a V. Because that's how you spell it, right?
License.
No, it was just an accident. I always misspell.
There's people listening right now in their car saying your license plate is fully exposed.
Okay.
Let's see what danger you're in.
With just someone's license plate number, you can typically find the make, model, and year of their car.
Okay, no one cares about that.
Which, like, literally, if you took a picture of someone's car, you could probably just Google their car and figure out that without the license plate.
Yeah.
Oh, my fucking God. I'm joking. Most of which you could probably find by just looking at their car, which I just said. There are some online databases that claim they will provide more information if you submit a form of payment. Okay, so basically, this is what I'm assuming happened. I upload the video with my license plate, and then I'm assuming someone commented, by the way, you should not show your license plate because someone can find out where you live. Apparently through this, if maybe a chance you could on these, if you pay someone to. Isn't there also websites, side note, isn't there websites where I could Google someone's name and it says if they've been in legal trouble if you pay like $20?
That is a thing, I'm pretty sure.
Is that okay? Yeah. So basically, to be honest, like if you go on Instagram, I'm guessing so many people show their license plate. Just for me personally, if I did show my car in a video, I probably would just blow it just in case.
Yeah, but the reason why the reason why I even wanted to bring up this whole thing of like always thinking that like someone's gonna steal your info or something is because we were filming some sort of video a couple days ago, and Jacob said something like, "Oh wait, like I don't want them to see this. They can steal my info," and then it just made me laugh because I feel like everyone on the planet is like in this moment is. I just want to know if it's always been a thing where all humans are so scared that someone's gonna steal my info because like it's such a common thing nowadays, you know, where like, oh, someone stole my credit card and went to the Apple store, or like, you know, that type of thing. Like everyone's like, oh my gosh, like someone could steal your identity. So like I just want to know, like in the 1920s, where I guess like how would you couldn't be able to, they didn't have credit cards.
But maybe there was like a fair-around door-to-door sellers. Wasn't that like a thing back then? And maybe some of them would say, I'm gonna sell a vacuum for $5. But then they like scam you. I'm guessing like somehow. But if you were wondering what was happening, we were filming a video and then I had a box from Amazon, and then I accidentally showed the address, but obviously I didn't. I cut that part out of the video. Yeah. So, but like even though like that is justified, not showing your address, obviously, but it just felt so funny because like it gives off, even though this isn't what I'm saying, it just gives off the vibe of like, everyone wants to know where I live. It's like a hot topic, you know? Even though like that isn't what was happening, it gives off that vibe, which is so funny.
But what else? Oh, do you think in like the 1920s it was even easier to do? Obviously, it must have been so much easier to do sketchier shit. Because like imagine if like you knew there was like a rich person in your town, you could literally dress up as them and go to the bank and be like, oh, like can I have $5,000 in cash right now? And they probably would just give it to you. You can make the fakest ID. Like back then, there was no way to verify
Basically,
it.
I feel like if you were, what's another word for like
a bandit?
Or something like that. Because like someone that travels from town to town.
Like just a scammer.
Yeah, just a scammer. I feel like I'm assuming people still do this, but it would have been way easier back in the day because you could just show up to someone's house and say, "Have you heard of a psychic?" And then they'd say, "Wait, I've heard about it like once in like the Even Stevens show." That wasn't a thing back then, but like, and then they'd say, "Oh well, I'm actually a real psychic, and I am from Hollywood. Have you heard of Judy Garland? I'm her psychic."
Oh yeah, I just want to make false claims. There was no Google to verify any of it.
I wish you lived back then. I'm
know.
joking. That's just annoying shit ever.
I know. Born in the wrong era. It's like, boo, like you wouldn't be allowed to be gay or anything. There's no equality or anything. But
wait, how did we get on the license plate thing?
Oh, just because I introduced myself with my middle name.
Oh yeah, like. I'm pretty sure. Wait, should I Google that now? What happened to someone knows your middle name?
Nothing. Literally, does not even need to be Googled. But, bro of the week is Abigail.
Wait, there's two photos?
Yeah, Abigail sent a photo of her face and also her cat's face.
Is this her second time being bro of the week?
I don't think. She said she's never been it. So if it is, she said she's never been it. So I'm going to take her word.
Okay. Because I feel like I've seen Abigail's face.
Probably from the Patreon.
Yeah, it might be because of that.
But Abigail sent a photo of her face and her cat's face, and she wants us to see if they look similar. Because you know it is a thing where people start to look like their pets. She wants to know if that's happened with her and her cat.
Oh, okay.
So let's take a good
look. They both have blue eyes.
Yeah, like I don't get the same look because I don't think she has a cat face, but I do get the same aura. You know?
Yeah, I feel like you guys are both just like calm individuals.
Yeah, like they just seem like so peaceful.
You have a steady head. What do people say?
Oh, a good head on your shoulders.
Yeah, a good head on your shoulders.
I feel like they'd like ground you and you're by them.
Oh, you guys are grounded. That's what I was trying to think of.
Grounding auras.
Yeah, it's always good to be around someone that grounds you because then you don't get caught up in the moment, you know?
Oh yeah, so you do have the same energy as your cat. So there's our analysis.
But I don't think you guys look similar. But you guys both do have blue eyes.
Oh yeah.
Thanks, Abigail, for being bro of the week.
Yep, thank you so much.
If you want to be bro of the week, there's no option to.
Yeah, it's over. The sweepstakes is closed. You've had many weeks to join the Patreon if you wanted to be bro of the week, and you missed out. So yeah. It's over. It's done for you.
But maybe in a few years we'll start our own university.
Oh yeah, it's Love Bro of the Week.
Yeah.
That's a flex, starting a university.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure there's been like people that are just people know their name and they started a university. Like, didn't Donald Trump start a university?
That's the only one I can think of.
Well, that's the only one I can think of, but I'm assuming there's been others.
Oh, yeah, for sure. But wasn't that one like a scam or something? I remember always hearing like, oh, it was a scam or whatever.
Yeah, so what I wondered, if I wanted to start my own university, let's say I had the money to do it, and I was like, I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
How will it, and then I said, if you go to this university at the end of the 2 years, you're going to get, you'll get so it was a specialized university and I don't know, something that I knew about.
YouTube.
Yeah, let's just say internet.
Oh,
so how would I make it like once people get this and the 2 years and get the diploma, so whatever, how do I make it real? Like, how do I go to businesses and say, you can hire them if they have this because they've learned a lot of shit.
Oh, yeah,
that's what I want to know. Like, how do you make it legitimate? I guess
like your name would have to be so reputable that they would be like, okay, they went to the Jacob Cruikshank Institute. Like, it would that be the only way? Like, is there like a committee that you have to submit your university to give it like the official stamp of an actual university diploma?
There probably is there's this organization that because there's probably a bunch of random universities where you can submit it to them and they will approve your classes for oh, this can work.
Oh yeah.
I'm assuming that one internet college did that. There's that one internet college that had a jingle.
What's it? Something connection.
Oh yeah. Get connected for
free at Internet Connection College or something. That used to be such a commercial growing up where there'd always be this thing as being like, wait, you want to go to a real college? Be like, let's get it online in a couple weeks.
I remember thinking when I was little, okay, it's if I do go to college, I probably would do at-home school because this was in an era where this is still kind of an era. It's still an era, but where at least I did, and I'm just going to generalize it to a bunch of kids, thought it's so cool to do online school.
Oh yeah, I was so jealous of those kids who got bullied and got to do online school.
I wanted to do online school for the longest time.
I know, I was like, please, it's I don't want to go to school.
I'm actually glad I didn't. But when I was ever since 7th grade, probably I was please mom, can I do online school? But then she said it was fake. But
yeah, but
she was lying.
She always made it sound I don't want to throw our mom under the bus, but she always made it sound like it was trashy
to do online school.
Yeah, she was like, oh, that's what pregnant teens do. Not that pregnant teens are trashy.
That's really trashy to be pregnant.
That was our mom's opinion 15 years ago. She cut this out to save mom.
Well, no, I think it's just when you watch Teen Mom, a bunch of them are rucks. But no, that's not even mean. All I'm saying is,
I think
there's
a
bunch of pregnant teens that have had kids,
and they're great.
Such great moms, and their kids turn out great.
We love them. What I'm
saying is that, you could even say that with us. Say if you're this and you do that, you're bad. But what I mean is that there's just certain group of pregnant teens that do get caught up in the moment and they're stressed and they end up maybe doing stuff that isn't mature, I guess. I don't know. But why are we even talking about this?
What we're saying is our mom viewed online school for pregnant teens and druggies.
Druggies, okay. I haven't known the word druggies for centuries.
I was just about to say I've never met a druggie, but I don't think I have really.
Okay,
unless you don't.
I have a theory. When our mom said druggies, any mom that says druggies, they're talking about someone that drinks on the weekend when they're underage. They aren't talking about who that actually do drugs. That's just my stamp right now. Do you kind of agree though?
Oh yeah, so, what is a druggie?
When you're if I was 6, right, or 12 right now, my mom said don't hang out with druggies. I feel like it's code for don't hang out with people that drink in middle school. It's not actual drugs. It just is
oh yeah,
stuff that you're not supposed to do.
But I think our mom actually listens to the podcast now. So hi, mom, listening.
Yeah, hi. Is she gonna disown us now?
I know.
No, I mean, we've obviously seen druggies, right?
We can't talk shit about mom on the podcast anymore.
I know that was one of the. There was every episode there was a 15-minute segment saying, We hate our mom. I'm joking.
Just kidding, Mom. Love ya.
Love you. And Dad.
And Dad.
Grandma too? And Grandpa?
Who else did we mention?
And our other grandma.
So somebody sent us an email about some juicy, like just bro show type material. I love how you guys know us. So they sent us an email that we need to discuss. There's a man who's stuck in between the dimensions of 2021 and 2027. This is all according to mirror.co.uk, which you've heard of this website, like The Mirror. It's kind of like sketchy, like everything on there's kind of fake. I went on this because they sent us the link, and I was like, I want to go on the mirror.co.uk every day. Like they have the weirdest stories. Like I was saying, like Ring doorbell spots mysterious creature and like strange lights in the sky. Like I was like, this is my type of place. Also, if you live in the UK, like that sucks that you have to say .co.uk. Like I know people in the UK aren't saying that. That's so annoying to have to say mirror.co.uk.
If you're in the UK using it, is it just .co?
Yeah,
since we're in the US, you have to put
nobody
.uk?
would say .co.uk out loud, you know?
Yeah, it sounds obnoxious.
Yeah.
Also, okay, like, so I don't know that much about coding. In fact, I don't know anything about coding.
Oh, you weren't on MySpace, so you don't know HTML.
Yeah, well, why? What's the point of having HTTP before every website address?
Oh yeah, because the thing is, you don't actually need to type that.
What I'm thinking of when I add links into my YouTube bio, I like I'm not. I mean, it is a minor inconvenience, but I don't know why. Like, why do I have to put
HTTP?
Because like, if I'm adding youtube.com/JacobCook, Jacob Cook, I can't just do that because it isn't clickable.
Oh yeah.
So like, why is it a thing?
Yeah, whoever is in charge of all that, like, get it going.
Why is it a thing? I reason why I mentioned that because if I started crying about that, it's just funny because like it's like, what are you actually crying about?
And it's like, what's the underlying issue? So basically, there's a man stuck in between. He's stuck in a dimension right now, which that does suck for him. Like, let's just believe him. So he uploads on TikTok, and he lives in 2027, which, just so you guys know, this is a little bit sad, but by 2027, I guess the whole world's gonna be dead. He's the only surviving person. And
he's the only person that's alive.
Yeah, at least like in his vicinity. Like he hasn't seen any other humans. He's alone, and I guess the world was wiped away from a big disaster. So, something to look forward to.
Yay!
Yeah, just, live in the moment.
I love life. I'm joking. I do love life, but I'm joking about that.
So basically, he uploads TikToks being like, see, guys, I guess he lives in Spain or something, and he's showing these giant cities that are so populated, and he's like, and he shows them completely empty, and he's like, how would I get these videos? He's like, it's the middle of the day. There's nobody here. Like, this sucks. I'm in this dimension. But people are like pointing out like, oh, like he's kind of photoshopping it and stuff in there. Also, people have said like, how come your hands are different in every video? I guess he never shows his face. By the way, I didn't even go to his TikTok page, so I don't know what he actually does. But
by the way,
he doesn't show his face. He just shows his hands, and the hands are different in every video. So it's like, sis, what's going on here?
With stuff like this, like we I'll have a fantasy of doing something like this, making a TikTok account, never showing my face. So like I wouldn't show my face because I feel like people. So if I made up a lie, I can't show my face because people would find my YouTube channel and figure out I'm lying. But we all have a dream about making a TikTok account like this and being like, by the way, guys, I'm stuck in an underground well, and we're all gonna be like this in 5 years.
Oh yeah, I mean,
that's
like,
my
from
dream.
The future, like. This guy is thriving. He gets to say he's stuck in a dimension. That is so fun.
Yeah. I mean, I
like,
don't believe it.
And like he's starting to believe it because it's getting like he's uploading his videos so much.
Yeah. Wait, but do people actually believe it?
I think some people. But yeah, for the most part, everyone's like, this is obviously fake. Like,
yeah. I mean, I feel like from what you explained, it sounds so unrealistic.
Yeah.
Just like the videos being with different hands and stuff.
Yeah, it's fake, but it is fun to think like what. It is fun that somebody's doing this because it has been a while since someone's done this and it's gotten popular. Like, remember there was that guy we learned about who he said he lived in like 2030 and like the whole world was ruined because of nuclear war.
Like everyone lived on homesteads or whatever you call them.
Yeah, there's no electricity or whatever. But he somehow had the internet and would upload.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it is fun when people do stuff like that. So go with this guy for doing that.
But I do believe there have been people that have time traveled. I don't believe this person, but I feel like I just have like a theory that there is like people that are present right now that aren't from this age.
Or like aliens.
But like, yeah, okay. But like maybe they aren't even aware of it.
Wait, so then what do you mean?
Like, maybe they just randomly plopped out, like, and they're like just 26, and they just like forgot how their past. It happens.
Oh my god, maybe. But I'm like, what about birth certificate?
I'm joking. I just was shaking my head, acting like I knew everything.
I do remember I read some like alien thing, and they said there's a lot of like aliens on the Vegas Strip.
No, yeah, because isn't there a reason? They like
by Area 51.
Well, like, don't they like cover their face or something?
Yeah, they said the theory or something was like, yeah, a lot of aliens like wear like face masks and like really like they like, wear clothes to like cover every part of their body, their alien body, and they walk up and down the strip of Vegas.
But also, I don't like that theory because I just got an urge of stress where like 5 years from now, people say I'm an alien and lock me up. I thought, wait, you act different than us. It gives me the vibe of like Salem witch trial.
I know, like thank God I'm not the president. Because like I would see certain people and be like, they're an alien. I'd be like, but I wouldn't lock them up. I'd just be like, that's all. I was like, put them on like a stage and ask them questions.
What if you pick this random one from like Minnesota? You said, okay, government testing facility built just for them. The holidays are the most wonderful time of the year. But if you're running an online store, you know they can also be the craziest time of the year. You've got inventory to manage, orders to fill, and a growing list of stressed out customers checking in twice a day, wondering whether those last minute gifts will arrive on time. With ShipStation, the hassle of shipping out holiday orders melts away, leaving you with happier customers and more freedom to run your business or enjoy some much needed time off.
If you sell anything online, I don't need to tell you that shipping can be super frustrating. There are so many carriers and a ton of factors that go into figuring out the best rate for each order. And with more people shopping online every year, the added holiday stress doesn't help. ShipStation makes shipping the easy part of running your online store so you can get back to doing what you're passionate about. Growing your business. You can easily import orders from every sales channel, whether that's Amazon, eBay, Etsy, or your own website, and automate just about any shipping task, all from one easy-to-use dashboard. Changing your shipping solution can seem daunting, but with the holidays here, now is the time to think about making a change. ShipStation works with all major carriers, international and local, including FedEx, USPS, and UPS, and you can even get access to discounted rates that are usually reserved for Fortune 500 companies. So not only is shipping easy, you can actually save money. No wonder 98% of companies that use ShipStation for a year keep using it for as long as they're in business. It's that good.
My favorite thing about ShipStation is that you get cheaper rates. Just like Lucas said, you get discounted rates that are usually reserved to Fortune 500 companies. I think that's great because then you end up saving money for your business.
Make this holiday season a little brighter with ShipStation. Use the offer code LucasJacob to get a 60-day free trial. Just enough time to handle the holiday rush. Just go to ShipStation.com, click on the microphone at the top, and enter code LucasJacob. ShipStation. Make ship happen. Thanks for sponsoring the podcast. Who's that one person who she's beautiful, but she has an alien vibe? Tilda Swinton or something?
Wait,
Google it.
Tilda, is she still alive?
Yeah, she's an actress.
Oh.
She has a Narnia vibe, not even alien. You know what I mean? She is from Narnia or something.
Well, okay, I did think this one person was an alien. Not this person.
Elon Musk's mom.
I thought Elon Musk's mom was an alien. And
yeah, but they're not even, it's more of a Narnia energy.
But then I realized that she's not an alien because I watched videos of her, and the reason why she looked like an alien because she was so done up, her hair was all up.
Yeah.
But she's pretty with and without the glam. But then when I saw her without glam, I was like, oh, she's human. But when she puts glam on and does her hair,
the Lion,
crazy,
the Witch, and the Wardrobe.
I was like, yeah, she's an alien. But yeah, I do get what you mean. There's I guess.
Yeah, it's a very chic ET vibe. I love it.
Oh,
a lot of models have an ET vibe.
Else who kind of has an ET vibe? Wait,
what?
By the way, is this rude saying they have an ET vibe?
For me, when I'm saying alien, I'm saying high fashion. I'm like I said, a lot of models have an ET vibe.
Oh, okay, because I just don't want to be rude because even a few episodes ago I said I remember saying, so why does everyone think who's that person that's dating
Machine
Megan
Gun
Fox?
Kelly?
What is and for some reason there's been like 3 times in the past month where I thought about it and I was like, I was mean for saying that. So I do want to apologize for that, but someone else thought looks like an alien. Since Lucas said it wasn't rude, I'm just gonna go with what you're saying.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, if like somebody might take it rude if you said they look like an alien, but just know where we're coming from.
No,
like
but
we're coming from like chic.
Yeah, like high model.
Yeah,
Lord.
she does.
She just
she
looks
is
like
such a Narnia
model.
girl.
Like okay, this is what I mean. She's a time traveler.
Yeah, she is the part of the Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, Narnia.
Just
she
look
goes
at her,
through
like,
a closet.
wardrobes.
Like, like she takes such a long time between these albums because she goes in her little walk-in closet and it goes to a different dimension.
I know. I feel like
and she's in that dimension in Narnia.
Like, this is what I picture, guys. I picture Lord goes back to New Zealand, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. In her room is like the most royal room. Picture like 1940s England royal.
Yeah.
You know, like those.
And also kind of witchy.
Yeah, I'm picturing she has like a cup of tea. Okay, she lays in bed, she sips it, and she puts her arms out and legs out. And I don't actually believe this, but this is what I picture when she's writing her albums. And then she starts levitating and starts bing dang ding. And like I feel like she like levitates and shit.
I know.
And to be honest, I do believe she does.
She definitely does some like psychic
But
stuff.
then I get what you're saying. I picture like this closet that isn't modern, like 1940s England royal closet.
Yeah,
that's like my new theme. And she goes and like she somehow like goes into like this other dimension.
Oh my god! For some reason, talking about all of this, like I realize I have like such a connection to Narnia. Like something about like people are so obsessed with Harry Potter and they're like becomes their life kind of.
Yeah.
That Narnia isn't my life, but I kind of am thinking about making it my life because like just the idea of Narnia. And I remember the movies, like how they did it, and like reading the book, like something about it. Just like I know I'm from there.
So how does it happen again? How do they go to Narnia?
It's just like these 3 British people. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, they go to this closet. They go through a closet. They're like playing in a closet.
Because
for whatever.
I watched it when I was little, but I kind of forgot.
Yeah, then like they move the clothes, and then there's a world.
Oh, because something else that this is like gives me such high
vibrations.
I'm just gonna say, even though it's cringy, high energy, high vibrations is this scenario. If it happened to me, I would honestly be like so excited, and I feel like there wouldn't even be 1 ounce of scaredness in my body. This has the same vibe of Narnia and the Lord situation. Opening up a book and a portal comes out.
Oh,
something about that depiction actually like makes me feel alive. Like,
I know.
Shit like that. Or like, okay. Or like
the Magic Tree House.
That too. Or like driving my car in this road in the country, daytime, and my car ends up going up in the air, but it leads to like this other dimension. Like,
oh yeah.
Shit like okay.
Like when's that gonna happen?
What is this? What is this like theme or like
fantasy
aesthetic?
It's just like fantasy books.
It's like fantasy other world.
Yeah, like fantasy, just like whimsical fantasy.
Yeah, that's exactly Euphoria.
Yeah, whimsical fantasy Euphoria. Also, another like trashy version of that. Not trashy, but like more like commercial version is the Katy Perry California Girls music video. Like
going into Candyland.
That's also like another like utopia where like it's just like her naked on a cloud and like Snoop Dogg's like there like touching, squeeze the buns.
Like okay, so like what? Yeah, it's like just to build on that, like something like that just really gives me whimsical vibes. Okay, even though this video isn't whimsical, you know that video from like 2008 of this cow driving down this pretty country road and then a scaly man pops up.
Yeah.
Before that scary man pops up, isn't it so beautiful? And it's
Does everyone know about this video, by the way? We all know this. Just picture in your mind the green-ass meadow. There's a windy road. It looks so peaceful. And then the scary exorcist face pops out. We've all seen that, right?
Yeah.
If you haven't, just type in Pretty Road Exorcist and you'll be on our level.
I just realized this is what my personality is. So, like, whenever you meet someone and they're like, my whole personality is series of unfortunate events. I've always wondered, like, wait, like, what is my personality? Like all I know is, like, I like a few things and, like, but what am I going to make my personality? I think my personality is going to be, like, being sucked in somewhere. That's my personality, I realized.
I'm like a Narnia boy. Like, that's, like, my type of thing. I'm going to join, like, a community. You know, there's people online who, like, all they do is talk about Narnia.
And, like, you could probably go on
I just got a
2-week Narnia retweet.
Oh my god!
Retweet.
I just had a vision of like I'm gonna be able to go to Narnia. Because before I was like, when is this gonna happen?
You can do it
once the metaverse happens and we put on these little VR goggles. I'm gonna be going to Narnia all the time.
No, you can like do a real life Narnia. I bet
You know, there's a Narnia retreat?
I think you could like travel to someone that has lions and stuff.
Oh yeah,
and,
the
like,
Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe.
like and just like live it.
Oh yeah, yes.
Oh my gosh.
Are you a Narnia girl? Comment below. Or are you a series of unfortunate events boy? Comment below.
Yeah, series of unfortunate events is more just like dark.
Yeah, also like, there's these Twilight people. There's Twilight boys out there and Twilight girls.
And then there's and then there's like also the people that like demon stuff.
Oh yeah, and then there's Will Ferrell people. You know those people who like their whole vibe is like, I'm a Will Ferrell guy. Like they love all those movies and they have all the DVDs.
I've wondered for a while, and this isn't any shade because this happens with so many people. But what I was wondering, where are the Will Ferrell people now? Because all I'm saying is that he's so
funny.
famous and and he does so many movies. But what I mean is that like I think we're going through an era where there isn't as many prominent people that just like I love Will Ferrell, but where are they? Because he's so funny and like his movies are funny.
But like also, where is that whole genre of movies of like the dumb comedies
super
that are
bad
funny?
and like
I feel like there was such an era of movies where it was just like Will Ferrell like doing dumb stuff, but it was so funny and like everyone loved the movies, and it was like there's so many movies of that same scenario.
Yeah, wasn't it kind of like bro comedy at a certain point?
Yeah, I remember like our family for some reason like we always watched those movies.
Oh yeah, like
I just like want those to come back. Like Netflix needs to make those types of movies.
I feel like there probably is. We just aren't aware.
Where there's
of them.
like found like Brittany Broski for example. There's like let's see what it would be like if Brittany Broski was a NASCAR driver. Make a whole movie about it. You know what I mean?
Oh,
and then like
yeah.
let's see what it'd be like if Brittany Broski owned a hotel, and then like that's also a movie. Like that's what they did with Will Ferrell.
For sure. Like there's so many people on social media. You can just pick a few and do it.
Yeah. Or like the Liza Koshy Zoo, and like she just runs a zoo. Like I feel like that could also be a movie.
But isn't there probably things like this somewhere on Netflix?
Yeah, definitely. I just haven't dug deep enough.
I had to do a bathroom break, by the way.
Oh.
Unfortunately, it wasn't one of those pee breaks where you know when you go pee and it's like, oh. You know?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so like that's more of a vibe. Like when I'm on a walk and like road trip and I've been holding my pee in for 30 minutes, and when you go pee, it's like,
oh. No, yeah, it's like that moaning sound in the Daddy AF song by Slater.
Yeah, honestly, this sounds sexual, but this isn't supposed to be sexual. I kind of want to hold in my pee just to get that feeling, and it's not for sexual reasons. It's just like it is like so pleasing though.
But I have like been recently like holding my pee more because if there's any urinary like bladder doctors out there, please let me know if this is smart. But I have this theory that like I need to strengthen my bladder.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I have thought before. Even though I have to go pee, it's unnecessary to go pee like even once an hour. That's unnecessary.
Yeah, I feel like sometimes I just have the little inkling of having to go pee, and I'm like, okay, let's go pee, but it's like I'm gonna wait till it's like full blown, you know?
Yeah.
But anyway, I'm moving on.
I get what you mean.
Somebody emailed and they have a question for you, Jacob, about your appearance. Where is your forehead scar from?
Oh, okay. Because when you first said this, I was like, wait, did you hide this email from me? And is it gonna be like, why do you act like this?
When I saw the email, I was like, Jacob doesn't have a forehead scar. But now I'm looking at your forehead, and yep, there's a gash.
It's a big one.
Where did you chip your head?
Okay, first I need to say something. Doesn't it feel like a lot of people have forehead scars?
Oh yeah, if you had
it's like a
lively
thing.
childhood, you probably
if you
do.
were like slipping down staircases and shit. Well, to answer your question, I actually don't know.
Really?
No.
Weird.
I mean, if
never
I would
got
assume,
stitches.
Yeah, like it was probably a thing where like I hit my head against a wooden table. That sounds really painful, but it was probably more of a thing where like me and my like our siblings were just like play fighting, and then I hit my head against a table. Like okay, so like when you guys were kids, like did you guys always get like I feel like once a month when you're a kid you bleed somehow?
Yeah,
just because you're like
sure
dumb
there's a home
and shit.
video of me falling down a metal steps in a stroller. And Mom thought I was dead.
So
apparently.
like you wonder like why like we act like this that
No,
time.
apparently Mom actually was like, "Great, he's dead." And then like I was still alive somehow.
She's like, he's dead, I guess.
And then she's like, "Okay."
I mean, like we have like 7 other kids, I guess.
She's like, "Okay, I'm gonna say let's go to the dump," but that's just too offensive.
No,
Not offensive. I was thinking like that's not what you do if your kid dies. You don't go to the dump.
do you have any? Yeah, but I don't know what this scar is. But do you have any stories of your scars?
I do have a scar underneath my chin. Which can you see it with my facial hair?
I kind of can.
So there were these bonbons, they're like these chocolate balls, peanut butter. It's a holiday.
You
type
ate
thing.
too many, but
No, they were on top of the fridge. I don't know if mom like knew we were all like too fat, and she was like, "Okay, put this on top of the fridge. You guys are eating too much." But I was like, "F that!" Stuck up, got a bar stool, climbed on top, tried to get to the top of the fridge, fell, hit my head on the counter.
This literally reminds me of a kids' TV show where there's a cookie jar trying to get you.
Oh yeah, no, that literally happened. And I remember, I just went to the hospital.
You had to go to the hospital?
Well, I had to get stitches.
Oh, okay.
But I remember thinking it was kind of fun. Because I think it's a weird thing where, like, when I was a kid, I don't know what this says about me, but I thought I, like, wanted to get hurt for some reason. Not, like, for the pain, but, like, I always thought it was so cool when people had casts. And, like, I also thought it was so cool. And this one girl in, like, my elementary school had hearing aids. Like, I thought all of that stuff was just, like, a cool aesthetic.
Yeah, I totally get what you mean because, when I was a kid, like, and people would break their bones, I just remember thinking, like, what does it feel like to break your bones?
Yeah, and I thought, like, oh, it's kind of fun to have a cast. Like, I was like, something different, you know?
Stand out from everyone.
Yeah, adults don't really get cast that often.
I think it's like, just like I was saying, like, kids do, like, crazy shit.
Yeah, and their bones are probably just, like, jelly.
I also have a scar somewhere on my head because when I shaved my head, but not like, shaved it to the skin, but when I shaved it, like, really short, like, the other year, I could see, like, a scar. So that's also from something.
Oh, yeah, some sort of gash. But somebody sent us an email, Taco Bell drive-thru drama. They said, I remember you guys once talked about when someone pays for your food in front of you in the drive-thru. You know, like that whole chain of events that people try to do. They try to do this, oh, let's spread kindness, and they pay for the person behind them, and it just is stressful for the workers.
Yeah, whenever someone mentions this, I do get, like, there's, like, a part of my brain that says Gigi Hadid, because remember, like, 2 years ago when she, like, had, like, this whole, like, motivational moment? By moment, I just mean
this.
It was just one tweet, and she said, I was just in Starbucks, and the person behind me paid for me. But for some reason, even when she posted it, for some reason, okay, I can't put my finger on it, and it's just annoying. This isn't even hate. I just want to joke about it. I can't put my finger on it, but I remember when I saw that tweet, I found it funny for some reason, just because it gave the vibe like she was just trying to spread positivity.
Okay, obviously
there was just something that was funny about it.
It is cute if someone pays for you. You're like, oh my god, this is so cute. But then, like, we always just say it's funny. Like, what if you ordered one drink, it was $2, but then the person behind you orders like 17 frappuccinos? Like, do you have to cover their meal? It's like, I'm gonna end the chain of kindness here because I'm not paying for their large ass order.
Yeah, like when I've been through drive-thrus and someone does that, I always like do feel like warm, and then someone.
Yeah, then you just kind of feel like a dick being like, oh, they paid for me, cute, and it's like, I don't want to continue it though.
Oh yeah, it's like the happiness ends with me.
It's like the person behind me is getting out their own card and paying for their own shit.
Yeah.
But so that's what this person did. They said, this happened to me. They said, my food was only $5 at Taco Bell. And they said, by the way, I'm on a budget. Like this, they were like, they don't want to spend more than $5. You know what I mean? And they said, but it was paid for.
The reason I'm laughing because I can tell where this story is gonna go.
So basically, their food was $5. The person in front of them.
That's a good deal, by the way.
The person in front of them paid for them. So they're like, oh, cute. And they were like, I mean, I guess maybe I'll pay for the person behione me too. And then so they
know it's gonna be crazy.
So they asked the cashier. They're like, what's the person behind me? And the person behind was $18. So they were like, so they said they were just like, oh no, thanks, LOL, and drove away. And then they said, then they kind of felt shitty, and they're like, oh, like I'm such a dick, like, but then again, like they're on a budget, like they didn't want to spend more than $5, but they had to end the chain, you know. But then they said they drove away, and they remembered how we both said it's okay to just accept the money and leave. So they felt better. So we're glad that we're glad that we helped you get through that moment.
When you were telling us this story, I immediately thought, so if we're gonna do Am I the Asshole? I immediately thought you're not the asshole.
Oh, yeah, for sure not. Because that's over 3 times what you were planning on paying.
Even if you're not on a budget, though, I still don't think you're an asshole because you only ordered $5 and the person behind you ordered $18.
Yeah, and it's also like, oh, the person in front of you did a good deed for paying for you, but you know what I mean? You could also just do a good deed by, you don't have to pay for someone. You could smile at someone, tell someone they look good. They don't pay it forward in that way.
That's what I was just thinking. That person doing the good deed, you know how people always say it's a chain of reactions? It doesn't have to be a monetary chain of reactions. It can just be you when you see your mom next to whoever, you're just like, oh, I love you, mom.
Yeah.
And it just like makes her happy, and then it just gets spread. Yeah, I actually am like rooting for you.
Yeah, go you.
Don't pay for other people.
I'm also a little bit sad you didn't tell us what your order was, but
I'm guessing like 2 bean burritos.
Yeah, maybe like 3 stuffed tacos. Okay, so somebody, next email. We have a lot of drama emails. Thanks for sending them in, guys. I have an important question. I'm a female from America.
What?
In high school. And there is a British guy I'm talking to. He is like a year older than me, and he is so nice and cares for me so much. We have talked for about 5 to 6 months now, and he constantly tells me he wants to date. And I always say no because I wasn't attracted to him. He has a good personality, but he is so ugly. And they put "he is so ugly" in all caps. One day I finally gave up and said I wanted to date. We've been dating for 2 weeks, and then I broke up with him. I love him so much, but I don't know what to do because I'm just not attracted to him. But he is so nice. What do I do? Get back together with him? The only reason I dumped him is because I found another girl attractive and wanted to date her instead. I don't know what to do. I mean, I think you kind of already have figured it out. If you don't find him attractive, you can't force yourself to be attracted to someone. It doesn't work that way.
I'm immediately thinking, though, is this in real life on the internet?
I don't know if it's like a foreign exchange student. I don't know what the details are.
Oh, yeah. But, yeah, I think if you don't like him, break up.
Yeah, it's like he could be the nicest guy ever, so sweet, so kind, but if you don't have that attraction towards him, then that's what it is. There's nothing you can really do, and
Whenever,
you can just be friends, and if you just let him know that you have no interest in him in that way.
Yeah, because whenever I hear stories like this, or like stories about, this is a whole different situation, or like stories of being like, once this happens, I'm gonna break up with them because like you're using them for something.
Yeah.
I always think if I was in that relationship, I just want someone to be honest and say, oh, I don't like you, let's break up.
I know,
because I would just not be like if someone told me they don't want to be with me, I wouldn't like thinking like the whole, like it'd just be such an icky feeling of being like, oh, so for the past like 2 months you don't want to be with me, but we just got together.
I know that's what's so awkward when people say like, oh, I'm gonna wait till after the holidays to break up or something. It's like, what? 'Cause
I
like,
know.
I don't want to put a damper on like their Christmas season. It's like, but then they just had the fakest Christmas, you know?
I would like way rather just break up on the spot.
Yeah.
Whenever it just, oh no, it sounds so icky if I was in that situation.
For sure.
But yeah, like for what you did wasn't bad. But yeah, just break up with him.
For sure.
This podcast is sponsored by BetterHelp. Is there something interfering with your happiness or preventing you from achieving your goals? Sometimes we feel more down than other times of the year and stuff like that. BetterHelp will assess your needs and match you with your own licensed professional therapist. You can start communicating in under 48 hours. It's not a crisis line. It's not self-help. It is professional therapy done securely online. There is a broad range of expertise available, which may not be locally available in many areas. The service is available for clients worldwide. You can log into your account anytime and send a message to your therapist. You'll get timely and thoughtful responses, plus you can schedule weekly video or phone sessions, so you won't ever have to sit in an uncomfortable waiting room as with traditional therapy.
BetterHelp is committed to facilitating great therapeutic matches, so they make it easy and free to change therapists if needed. It is more affordable than traditional offline therapy, and financial aid is available. BetterHelp wants you to start living a happier life today. So visit their website and read the testimonials that are posted daily. If you want to hear other people's experiences, that's at betterhelp.com/reviews. And you can visit betterhelp.com/LucasJacob. That's BetterHelp. And join the over 2 million people who have taken charge of their mental health with the help of an experienced professional. In fact, so many people have been using BetterHelp that they are recruiting additional therapists in all 50 states. Special offer for Bro Show listeners. Get 10% off your first month at betterhelp.com/LucasJacob. Thanks for sponsoring BetterHelp.
I talked about ultra marathons last week for like a minute, and we got 2 emails.
Isn't that where you run like 100 miles?
Yeah, so ultra marathons when you run like 100 miles, and I said that you do them in like 4 days, but someone emailed us saying, where's your email? Someone emailed us saying their dad runs them, and they do it in like 25 to 35 hours.
Oh my God.
But that isn't the point of me mentioning ultra marathons. The reason why I want to mention them is because 2 people emailed us, including the person that said their dad does it. Like 2 people emailed us saying, my dad runs ultra marathons. So
that's a very dad thing.
So what's the correlation between dads and ultra marathons?
I don't know.
I thought it was interesting that after I mentioned it, There's 2 emails about people's dads doing ultra marathons.
Yeah, it's a very father type thing, apparently.
I mean, I'm trying to think. Is it because, like...
I don't know.
I feel like if I dug deep and thought about it and, like, meditated on it, I feel like I'd find out something deep.
You and Allie are running a half marathon next week. Jacob and our sister they're both running a half marathon on Thanksgiving week.
Yeah, I've been prepping for it.
Oh my gosh, do you want us to like throw a party for you?
Oh no, I feel like it isn't like that big of a deal.
But remember in the Real Housewives of New York City when Carol was so mad that
she won a marathon. That's 26 miles.
She was so mad because Bethany didn't care that she ran a marathon.
No, if it, I for sure want to run a marathon, but I feel like for me, like a half marathon isn't.
When do you think you will run a marathon? You should do the city one.
Oh yeah, I for sure want to. I feel like if I trained, I could.
Like, do you actually have to how long would you have to train to do that?
I'm probably for like me. Okay, I have no idea. I'm just gonna guess like 3 months.
Oh yeah,
maybe even longer.
Because if you can already run a half one, like you're already halfway there. Most people can't even do that.
Yeah, but yeah, I've asked Lucas to join, but you aren't going to.
No, because like I do run, but I like only run 3 miles, so I feel like I just would bring you guys down. You know what I mean? Because I feel like it'd just be like kind of shitty. Like I know for sure I'm not going to do the full half marathon, so like when I drop out, like it just put a negative energy in the air for you guys.
Oh yeah, I'm just being like, I guess we'll could too.
Yeah, I just don't want to like be that person.
Yeah, but I guess dads do ultra marathons is the main takeaway.
Oh my God, good to know.
Yeah, it is really good to know that actually.
We have an email from someone who goes to ASU, Arizona State University. Isn't it like the biggest party college in America or something?
Yeah, I feel like it's, whenever I've heard about it, I just think of parties.
So they're having a problem. They don't want us to say their name, but they do go to ASU.
Amanda?
Okay, why'd you say their name?
Shit.
She wrote, I am 19. I go to ASU. So my friends are really hot. I've always thought I was hot too. But recently I've been getting insecure because so many guys ask for their numbers, but never ask me. So I keep thinking, what's wrong? How do I fix this?
So immediately I'm thinking, I feel like it could be a thing where like when you meet someone, some people have like, standoffish vibes, and maybe you might have like a little bit standoffish vibes.
That's probably it. It might not be your hotness level.
Because just because you said like, oh, I've always thought I was hot. I feel like if you think you're hot, like you're like, I think you have confidence. You have the confidence.
Oh yeah, that's all that matters is the confidence that's exuding.
Makes you hot.
Yeah.
So I feel like it might just be because maybe you're just not even in a bad. I feel like I'm like that too. You just like don't want to like give too much of yourself.
Oh yeah. If you really want these guys to talk to you, or maybe you aren't talking to them enough, maybe throw it a curveball and ask for their number.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Or just be like, what's your Snapchat? What's your Venmo?
Yeah, I feel like it has nothing to do with your looks though.
Yeah, don't
worry.
worry.
You were wondering.
We still believe you're good looking, and so does the whole bro show community. We're here for you, and maybe you're the hottest friend. Have you ever thought about that? What if they're also intimidated because you're so hot that they're like, oh, let's go for the less hot girls because they're more attainable. Whereas you're like the Megan Fox of ASU. So they're like, she is very hot, but she's so hot that I don't have a chance.
I didn't even think about that.
So you're probably the hottest one in your friend group.
Yeah.
Congrats.
Everyone else is ugly except for you.
Your friends are butt ugly.
I'm joking.
Your friends are butt ugly and they're beneath you.
Beneath you? So randomly last week I thought of war things actually built butter back in the day is what I said. But duh means the.
Back in the day.
I just put duh because it makes it look
cool. Oh
cool.
yeah, DA.
So this is like a running topic in actual society, but also in my personal life. I feel like people in the family always like our dad says they don't make it like they do back in the day. Mm-hmm. And this also reminds me of a year ago when we were cleaning up our grandparents' house because they moved. Mm-hmm. Me and Lucas were helping our dad. And there was just so many times throughout that when we were cleaning out, our dad and me, you, like we just kept saying, they don't do it like they did back in the day because there was things like from decades ago probably that still look pristine, I'm just going to say, nice. good condition.
Yeah, that is a thing. Even our grandma with our other grandma, her like Christmas decoration, she kept every Christmas decoration she's ever bought and just keeps using them each year. She has all these ornaments from like the 60s and stuff. Like, I feel like stuff was made better because she even has the same couches.
Yeah, she does.
Yeah, and like, don't people like get new couches all like every 5 years nowadays because they just get broken?
Well, with this topic, I wasn't expecting to learn that much, but somehow I literally did this morning. It was like probably 40 minutes or 30 minutes of Googling, and I feel like I learned so much.
Oh my God.
So with this whole thing of things are built better in the day, people always say things now literally only last a month and then your shoes are already torn apart.
Yeah.
So I found this Reddit. It's called the Shower Thoughts subreddit. I just searched Reddit, and then this popped. Searched what things built better in the day than Reddit. And there was this someone on Shower Thoughts subreddit said the only reason why we think things were built to last back in the day is because poorly things built from back in the day don't exist anymore. No,
they didn't make it.
This really brought into my mind because I don't think I've ever thought about, like, as funny as this sounds, I've never thought about that.
Oh yeah, like the shittily made items from the 60s or whatever aren't in 2021 because they're in a dump now because they were so shitty.
Yeah.
The only things that have lasted are the nice ass things.
Yeah, so it's like we're focusing on the butter part of it.
Yeah, that is true.
Someone commented, there was like this commenter was like really being informative, and they got like an inflation calculator and everything.
Oh my God.
So there's this picture, there's this ad for this $28.95 vacuum. I'm guessing it's from, let's see if the Redditor said. Let's just say it's from like the 1950s, the black and white photo.
Yeah, that's like cheap for a vacuum cleaner.
Well, with inflation, they put that picture of the vacuum, and they said, don't know the year, but the range would be around $350 to $400 range for that vacuum nowadays.
Oh.
Now ask yourself, can you get a well-made vacuum in that price range? Point being, things were expensive. As such, people demanded quality. If you pay the equivalent amount now, you can still get quality products. And this immediately sparked, there was this, I think it's $500 or $600 Dyson vacuum that our mom has.
Yeah.
And it made me think, when you get down to it, this vacuum should be able to last, like, I bet if you kept good care of it, it could last like 20 years or something crazy like that.
Oh yeah.
There's no fact behind that. But yeah, like, basically what this Redditor was saying was, it costed more, so obviously the quality is going to be better. Even though we see $28 as so cheap, it still costed like $350 to $400 with like inflation.
Also, wasn't probably just a different mindset back then? I feel like people had the mindset where if they got a couch and they wanted a really well-made couch and they were planning on keeping it. Where nowadays, at least from like what I see, it seems like mostly people like want to redo everything every few years. Like even if the couch was still good, they would throw it out when they moved to a new house because like, I want a whole new aesthetic.
This is what I mean? Someone on Reddit also said. I didn't get the comment, but they said basically consumerism wasn't the same as it is now. Whereas like, just like Lucas was saying, if you like Amazon, like we just order shit. Like if you go on TikTok, like there's just people ordering new shit on Amazon like every day. Just like this for my room, that for my room.
Yeah.
So like I feel like that also plays into this thing, built better in the day, because just like you said, even if it is built good, I feel like people are over and they want like a new aesthetic for their bedroom or like living room or whatever.
Yeah, like like mason jars were so big, like for your cups or whatever. That's another thing. Our grandma still has like the same cups as when my mom was little, but I feel like all these people who have like these mason jar cups, once that's out of style, they won't want to have that anymore. They'll have to move to the next trend.
If we're being honest, it would last forever.
Yeah, if they kept good care of it.
Or even like, yeah. But then this is what really opened my mind. I just thought it was going to end there, this whole topic. But then someone in the comments linked to this video that was talking about survivorship bias or survival bias. So they linked to this video talking about it. It was super interesting. So this is what survival bias is. Survival bias is the logical error of concentrating on the people or things that made it past some selection process and overlooking those that did not, typically because of their lack of visibility. Now, the way that I just looked at it, the definition just says it, but the way that I looked at it as is like we only concentrate on the survivors with this mindset. So obviously assault and couch isn't a survival like in a disaster, but like grandma's couch is a survival like, oh, like it was built so good so like what we see it.
But obviously there were so many shitty couches back then.
Like what is like ignoring
we're
all
just thrown into a landfill.
Yeah, we're ignoring all like the shitty made items.
Oh yeah.
So I didn't have any idea about, I guess you'd call it a phenomenon, did you?
Huh?
Did you have any idea about this?
What's it called? Survival phenomenon?
Survival bias.
No, I never heard of it.
No, I didn't either. So, okay, so this is from the Reddit. No, this is from the Wikipedia page because the Wikipedia page for this had so much information. This is a direct quote. For example, if 3 of the 5 students with the best college grades went to the same high school, that can lead one to believe that the high school must offer an excellent education when, in fact, it may be just a much larger school instead. This can be better understood by looking at the grades of all the other students from that high school, not just the ones who made the top 5 selection process. No, This was also interesting to me because, like, it is weird thinking. Like, I do this all the time. Like, how you just automatically attach 2 things together when in reality, like, that doesn't explain it.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Because, like, these people that went to the best colleges could just be from, like, the largest high school.
Oh, yeah, so that's why it seemed like that one school produced so many
high-performing
students or whatever.
It can go, like, in so many categories. Like, also with music from earlier periods is often thought of as better than music now. This could be because only the best music from that period is played now. Well, today's music, good and bad, is far more available.
Oh, yeah, I never thought about that too. How like people, like obviously all the classics that we still know from all these previous decades, like those are the like literal best songs from those decades.
Yeah, I feel like this survival bias is so interesting to me because I feel like it's played such a vital role in my life. Like I feel like I've said before, like movies nowadays like are just kind of shitty, but that's just because I go on Netflix and like just watch a movie. Like I'm not watching the highlight reel of the last decade's movies. I'm just watching a movie that came out yesterday that I want to watch.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Which is so interesting. Now also with survivorship bias, it kind of goes into like I guess people use this term a lot when it goes to like people that are really successful. Mm-hmm. So like what I immediately thought of was how people always talk about this is what Warren Buffett ate for breakfast. Just because he ate that for breakfast, it doesn't correlate to like if you eat that for breakfast, you're gonna be a billionaire.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I guess like that's like a big part of this term is that like like a bunch of billionaires dropped out of college.
Oh yeah, some people say like you don't need to go to college.
Well, there's not like a direct correlation of like if you drop out of college, you're gonna become a great entrepreneur. Which was like, I mean, I guess like I've thought about that, but it just is interesting. Like just because this person did it doesn't mean it would like work for you, you know?
Oh yeah,
like,
for sure.
Basically, it's different for everyone.
I wish that was a thing. Doesn't he just eat fast food?
Yeah, but didn't people kind of expose him because he has this thing like what he eats in a day or what he eats for breakfast, and it turned out everything is just what he has investments in.
Oh, maybe he actually does. You never know. Because he always says doesn't he always say like invest in what you actually like?
Oh yeah, so I guess that would make sense. Why
maybe he actually just like I hope he actually has McDonald's breakfast every day.
I don't know. I guess he could.
In Omaha, Nebraska.
And then, like I said earlier, this is another snippet from the Wikipedia page. The same definitely applies to movies. Everyone says that old movies are better, but that's only because we remember the classics and not the deads.
Oh yeah, when every weekend a bunch of movies come out and like most of them don't become classics.
Yeah. So with this like whole phenomenon, it's not only just like with movies and stuff. I guess I think the reason why it's called survivorship bias is because I'm going to completely butcher this story. This is just from watching a YouTube video on it. But I guess in World War II, you know how they have like jets and shit in war? So people were like bombing the jets or shooting the jets and they'd fall.
Mm-hmm.
But then when the U.S. tried to like fix that because they wanted like butter jets and stuff, like again, I'm not getting this story completely accurate, but they wanted butter jets. So then they asked the people that landed, like, okay, so like what should we fix? Like where were they shooting at? And then they fixed that. But then that actually doesn't work out because those are the people that survived. So when they shot those parts of the plane,
it wasn't actually what caused the people to die.
So you have to the only way of figuring out is figuring out what happened to the planes that actually like fell and everyone died, because you have to figure out what actually crashed the plane.
Oh yeah.
So I'm pretty sure that's the reason. That's how like this whole term started, from that World War II story.
Oh my God.
Of how that happened. And then also, I was watching this other thing about it, and they mentioned this like cat story. So I guess there was this thing happening in New York where a bunch of cats were falling off high buildings, because you know there's a bunch of skyscrapers.
Really? Like they're just walking out the windows?
Yeah, I guess so.
Oh my gosh.
And I guess scientists were like trying to figure out like so like when would a cat die or something if they fall out these windows?
Oh, like would they die before they hit the ground?
Or like yeah, something like they just wanted to find out like do they die quick or like what exactly happens. And then I guess they found out that like so if a cat falls from like floor 7, that's the most so like obviously it would hurt more, or like it would die faster or something like that. But then they found out that once you went higher than that, nothing really is effective. Nothing is affected by the height of the building because it reaches a certain point of, this is like sciencey, but it reaches a certain point of velocity, and then like so from every story other than that, it would just be the same. Because
they would all for sure die, whereas below floor 7 they might not.
They would all die, but I think it was how forceful do they hit the ground or something. But after that,
it would all just be the same amount of force.
Yeah, but then this is also kind of part of the survivorship bias, because if a cat fell from floor 30, they can't study the cat because it's like literally just splattered on the ground.
Oh.
So that would also kind of be, it would be survivorship bias because it didn't, like, you can't even study those cats.
Oh, it's just more like destructive.
Well, because they're just splat on the ground, so they can't even find out like what bones break and shit.
Oh.
So that was also really interesting to me.
I wonder if cats still are walking out of New York buildings all the time.
I know. I wonder if it's still a problem. But I also just was thinking, like, why don't you close your doors? Like, close your balcony door.
Oh, yeah.
But
Maybe they just wanted to, like, air out the apartment.
Yeah. I don't know when that happened, but that was really interesting to me. Basically, I wanted to know, were things actually built better back in the day? And the overall consensus is no, they aren't. It just is survivorship bias. Also, something else I learned about it is it's kind of just like viewing the world in a positive way. Survivorship bias.
Oh, like not actually believing that everything was better in the past, because obviously you're just thinking of like the good moments.
Well, yeah, it's kind of like, yeah, I feel like, yeah, yeah.
It's just being like, oh, okay, I get it.
It's really interesting. That was like from 30 minutes of Googling. I do want to watch more videos on it though, because I feel like a bunch of life is like about it, kind of. You know how we always are like comparing shit from like back in the day to now?
Mm.
It's super
That's even like,
interesting.
remember, I wonder if that even applies to YouTube, how people always say early YouTube was so much better. But like people will say the same thing about 2021 YouTube, because they'll just remember like the best moments from 2021 YouTube, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
Well,
I guess another thing that I take away is just, I guess, be original. Because it was kind of talking about like, just because like kind of just like going back to like, just because this person dropped it, like, doesn't mean it's gonna work for you.
Oh, like don't like just do
like,
what you want.
Yeah, follow your intuition.
Because you do one thing doesn't mean like this will happen.
Yeah. Oh, also, can you guys comment if there's any other? There's a bunch. There's obviously a bunch, but any other weird phenomenons or terms that really get you excited? I want to know.
Noggin going.
Yeah,
and
because
twisting and turning.
we can talk about it in a future episode, but plus I just want to be intrigued by it, you know?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Is that all, or do you have anything else to talk about?
That's it.
I think I'm good.
Yeah, hope you guys all have a great week. See you next week.
Hopefully you understood everything I said. Bye.
Bye.